Sunday series. Goldeyes arrived back from Lincoln at 6 this morning. And the first pitch from Newman is in and out of the glove, but called a strike of Brian Peterson, the catcher. Defensively for Laredo tonight, Brian Peterson, the other half of the battery. Mike Sheridan is over at first base. Peterson was here last year, the 0-1. Curve, a little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Philip Incaviglia, the nephew of Pete Incaviglia, is at second. He's a returning player as well. The 1-1 to Lentini. Is a breaking ball that's low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Jimmy Mojica back again with Laredo for his second year. He was in Kansas City when we first saw him and makes his home in Kansas City now, the 2-1. Swung on, that's hit to center field. Back goes Sawyer Carroll, and he curls about 3/4 of the way back to face us, and he'll have lots of room to make the catch. 1 down. And Nick Lyles, the batter. And Harrison Kane, who was in Amarillo last year, is at third base. Then Marcos Rodriguez, who was in Fargo. Sawyer Carroll, who just made that catch, was in Tucson last year. And John Gaston in right. And Gaston was in Fargo last year. So we talked about it with Pete Incaviglia, some reclamation projects here. First pitch to Lyles is a fastball that's inside, ball 1. So again, Peterson catching, Sheridan at first, Incaviglia at second base, Mojica at short, Kane at third. Then Rodriguez, Carroll, and Gaston left to right in the field. The 1-0 pitch is inside, 2-0. From what we can ascertain here, very early into this one, David Newman is not going to overpower anybody. This would be your soft-tossing lefty, who's 2-0 on the year with an ERA of 1.5. The 2-0 is inside on a fastball at 80 miles an hour, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Great crowd here tonight. And the 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. A little generous, but called a strike, and it's 3-1 to Nick Lyles. Nick, 1 for 17 in Lincoln. He kind of mirrored the rest of the team, or the team overall. 3-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. They didn't do much offensively the last 2 games. Yesterday, 2 runs on 5 hits. Saturday, a run on 3 hits. 3-2 is inside, ball 4. And David Newman will offer up his first base on balls of the night, and only his second of the season. And here's Leonard Davis, the DH. Interesting to see the dynamic of players that have played together before. How about this one today? Leonard Davis, as we know, spent time in the Washington National system. So did Zach Baldwin, but Baldwin spent 5 years with the Goldeyes after getting released out of the national system. First pitch to Davis in there for a strike. Yet when Baldwin came down into the dugout today and Leonard Davis was sitting there, they greeted each other. I'm sure they hadn't seen each other, hadn't played together for all those years, or gone to camp together for all those years that Baldwin was here in Winnipeg. The 0-1 swung on and missed on a pitch that was up in Davis's kitchen. And the count, 1-1. They greeted each other like they saw each other a couple weeks ago. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's that connection of baseball, which on the 6 degrees of separation is down to about 2. 1-1. Breaking ball is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Leonard 3 for 6 in that series against Lincoln. He missed a couple of games with a bit of a groin pull. He's DHing tonight. 2 of the 3 hits in Nebraska were doubles. 1 out, 1 on. No score, bottom of 1. The 2-1. Breaking ball is inside, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Leonard batting .355. A home run and 6 driven in. Newman comes set. Long pause, the 2-2. Fastball swung on, clubbed to right center field. Back goes Carroll at the warning track and onto the warning track. He'll make the catch for the second out. Couple of hard-hit balls tonight, Lentini and Davis, but nothing carrying. And Sawyer Carroll makes the catch on both. That one had a little more distance off the bat of Leonard Davis for the second out. And the batter is Josh Mazzola. And Josh will step in from the right side, riding a 6-game hitting streak into this one. Runner at first base, and Nick Wiles, who just happens to lead the team in steals with 4. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. However, off a lefty, tough to get a real good jump. Wiles is 4 for 4, if you're wondering. 0-1 is low, delayed steal, throw to second, nobody's there. Popping up at second after the slide is Wiles, and he'll take off for third in the air. A delayed steal for Wiles, he'll pick up his 5th. And then Peterson threw the baseball. Nobody was there for the middle infield to cover the bag. And that will be E2. Tough error on the catcher. A mental error probably on Incaviglia, the second baseman, but Jimmy Mojica didn't react at short either to it. So the Goldeyes, with 2 away, have a runner at third base. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. On an off-speed pitch to Josh Mazzola, who's batting .300 with a couple of homers and 4 driven in, and all Winnipeg needs right now is a base hit. No score, bottom of the first. 2 down. David Newman will come set. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is high. 2-2. 325 down the lines here. 400 in straightaway center. 375 in the alleys. At Shaw Park. Opened its doors in 1999. 2-2. Swung on, and that is hit off the end of the back. Cue shot and foul, first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, Ace Walker was here, and he did a nice 20th anniversary logo between the back of the home plate cutout circle and the backstop on foul territory grass, as he's done for years as a graphic designer. Very good with a can of spray paint. 2-2 to Mazzola. And the pitch is high with a fastball. 3-2. So Ace just can't get away from him, but he comes back to celebrate the championship season. And the Goldeyes put him to work. 3-2 to Mazzola. Newman comes set. Lyles at third base. The pitch is inside, ball 4. And he walked his second of the inning, did David Newman. He only had 1 walk coming in 11 innings. And here's Casey Harther. And Harther 1 for 4 yesterday, hitting .325. So runners on the corners. And 2 away. The pitch is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. Harther 3 for 15. In that series against Lincoln. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2. Lyles over at third. Mazzola is at first. And now Harther has a little bit of work to do with an 0-2 count on him. Right-handed swinging first baseman for Winnipeg. David Newman trying to put him away. And from the stretch, the 0-2. Breaking ball just missed inside. That's a ball and 2 strikes. David Newman, an LS2, who was in Montgomery last year. Actually, 2 years ago, he was in Montgomery. That being Montgomery, Alabama. And a pitch in there for a called 3rd strike. And Arthur knew it, and he'll go down looking. And the Goldeyes failed to capitalize on a couple of walks in the inning to Lyles and to Mazzola. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll go to the second. We're scoreless. Home run inning coming up next on TSN 1290.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Hey, Matt, I gotta tell you, my wife thanks you every morning when she wakes up.
I told her she'd like that new front door.
Oh, absolutely. And I like this, too. I just heard that Duraco is giving away 8-foot-tall patio heaters.
We are, Bo.
Yeah, and it's the nice glass tube ones.
Yeah, with the big flames.
Ooh, I like that. I'm going to call Nick. I still have a few windows and my back door to replace.
Well, now's the time. And make sure you get Duraco Sunstop glass. You'll save big on air conditioning this summer.
Duraco windows, built in Winnipeg for Winnipeg weather. Find out more at Duraco.ca.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports. Because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today.
The stats, the stories, and every swing for the fences. It's Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of 2, we welcome you. John Gaston, who had 2 stints with Fargo last year and a stint in affiliate baseball beforehand, leads it off. First pitch is outside, ball 1. No score here through 1. We go to the second. Glad to have you along on opening night in downtown Winnipeg. The 1-0. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. Folks, drop into Home Run Sports, De La Seigneurie Boulevard, Bishop Grandin. Enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. The 1-1. Fastball swung on, popped up. Left side of the infield. It will be all Amos. And standing there just a step in behind the bag to his left of the bag. And the third baseman will make the catch. And there's one down as John Gaston retired. Here's Brian Peterson, the catcher. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning. You can get down free to enter. De La Seigneurie Boulevard in Bishop. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. But you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. And afterward, you can contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. And you can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. Speaking of Amos, he hit a home run yesterday afternoon. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's 0-2. And it made a winner out of Lloyd Braun. Lloyd Braun, you're our winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning here tonight. The 0-2 is just outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lloyd Braun, you're the winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning here this evening. You have 30 days to contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. Mazzola's there, a couple of steps back. He'll reach up, make the catch for the second out. Now there's 2 down for Mike Sheridan. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning. We do it every game, or at least talk about it if there wasn't a home run from the night before or day before. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Here's Mike Sheridan with 2 away. Matt Rusch 5 up, 5 down. And the right-hander will look in with the lights on here already, but lots of daylight left. First pitch. Fastball wide, ball one. Mike Sheridan batting sixth in the order, hitting .282. A left-handed batter. And the 1-0. Fastball swung on and fouled away left side. That will find the roof. Down that left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Fastball swung on, fouled back. Bit of a jam job there on Sheridan. Got a piece of it, hit it off the handle, fouled it back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. And the pitch. Fastball just missed inside. 2-2. Woo. Didn't miss by much. And the pitch is in the dirt and got away from Luis Allen. Goes back to the screen. Three balls, 2 strikes to Sheridan. No homers and 4 driven in. Another left-handed batter in this order. Tomorrow, Mark Hardy versus Mark Serrano. 3-2. Swung on to that changeup and fouled back. And we do it again with a full count. Back of the air tomorrow right across the network at 6:30. 7:05 first pitch. Lefty Mark Hardy, 2-0 at 0.73 ERA versus right-hander Mark Serrano, 3-0 at 197 for Laredo. The payoff pitch is a cold third strike on the outside corner. And Sheridan tossed the bat away, hoping to sell it. And the walk to Joe Stegner, our home plate umpire, didn't get it. And Matt Rusch records his first strikeout of the night. That first strikeout by Rusch brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike, and you're out. 6 up, 6 down. Laredo in order in the top of the second. Bottom of 2 is next for the Goldeyes. So is trivia. TSN, we're scoreless. 1290.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors, you name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before with a little help from Pro-Am Tackle. Winnipeg's premier bait shop, 1094 Nairn Avenue.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes, custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles Reward Miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles Reward Miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
Bottom of the second inning, we welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Tim Smith to lead it off, followed by Luis Allen and Nate Steps, and no score in the game. The Goldeyes have had the best chance, though. They had runners in the corner with 2 away, could not scratch out a run off of David Newman, who works into his second. Tim Smith, 3 for 10 in that series with Lincoln, and he has his average over 200 at 207, so starting to work in favor of the Canadian from Toronto a little bit. And the hard work has paid off, and the perseverance, number 1. Lefty here, and Newman's first pitch is a fastball to tie, ball 1. Let's play trivia in the bottom of the second. And the trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Class Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Smith a homer and 3 driven in. Outfield is straight away and fairly deep. 1-1. Swung on and fouled away on that change of pace. Left side, 1-2. Contest open to those that have yet to win this year. If you've won, you're out. If you haven't, you could be in. And only one phone number. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, knocked over the mound, back up the middle. Here comes Mojica. Barehanded pickup and a throw to first, not in time. Tell you what, for a big guy, Tim Smith runs pretty good. And that'll be an infield single, and the Goldeyes will take him any way they can get him. And that's their first hit of the night, the game's first hit. And here's Luis Allen, or as we call him, El Cabong. Gary Lawless of Hustler and Lawless fame and columnist with the Winnipeg Free Press has stopped by today. And has just really strong-armed his way onto the program. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, Paul. You know, I wanted to come in and on the air personally on behalf of the Free Press and on behalf of everyone at TSN 1290 to congratulate you on what was a fantastic run. I'll let you do your job.
Well, thanks, Gary.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done.
Here's Luis Allen. And the first pitch is a little bit low, ball 1.
Congratulate you on the championship, but you personally, congratulate you on painting a picture that Winnipeggers and baseball fans in Manitoba and around the American Association will never forget. It was as big league and has professionally and perfectly executed.
The 1-0, runner on the move, pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down to second is in time. Did they get him? He tried to slide to the back of the bag, did Smith, and they got him. A bit of an awkward swing by Luis Allen to try to protect him, and it's a caught stealing that goes 2-6. And I think that the shortstop Mojica kind of slipped on that as well, but the base runner is out, and the Goldeyes get caught stealing, so 2-6, and there's one away.
As I was saying, you held this province hostage last fall. You couldn't turn your radio off.
The 1-1. Swung on, line right back up the middle. Mojica to his left, can't get there, and it dribbles into center field. Big turn for Luis Allen, and isn't that always the case, Gary? I know you've covered the Goldeyes in baseball, but you get a caught stealing, and the guy comes up with the next pitch and lines one back up the middle, and you might have a hit and run, and you might be sitting at first and third here with nobody out. Instead, there's one out with one on.
Let me just finish here. You couldn't turn your radio off. You had to have it on. You had to be following the action, and you paid people off night after night after night. It was fantastic. It was a great run of broadcasting. They just played the video from last year, and your voice obviously is the soundtrack to it, the soundtrack of a championship. And we're friends, but I wanted to congratulate you.
Thanks,
a real great run of work, and the city and province are lucky to have you.
First pitch to Nate Sampson, missed inside, ball 1. I appreciate that.
I'll let you get back to work.
Well, no, I mean, hang around for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll kind of discuss this. I want to get in on the trivia, and I know you kind of like going back into history here, so let's do that. And I'm not going to...
I go back to the first year of this league.
I know you do, to Thunder Bay. The 1-0 is high to Nate Sampson, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. And, hey, listen, just as one more thought here, and when you get... You know, there's no better sort of reception that you get is from the fans or from friends or from your colleagues, and I certainly appreciate that, and the support of the baseball team and the championship from the fans and the community here has been second to none, even in the winter, the dead of January here. The 2-0 swung on and a ground ball off the mound, back up the middle. Mojica will take it to himself, and will go to second for one and throw down to 1 for 2. The Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, 2 hits, and nobody left as Sampson hits into a 6-3 inning-ending double play. Gary Lawless from this fine station and the Winnipeg Free Press is my guest. We'll talk to him a little bit more when we come back, and we'll give you the question on trivia upon our return. Scoreless through 2, on to the third from downtown on opening night in southern Manitoba on TSN 1290.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, you can make even more memories. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you, CN, Princess Auto, Great West Life, Christie's Office Plus, and CDI College.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
Very best from Manitoba, it's Peak of the Market.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of the third here. No score. Harrison Kane, Marcos Rodriguez, and Philip Incaviglia. 7, 8, and 9. Bottom 3 in the order for Laredo. No score. And as I mentioned, Goldeyes and Laredo, 2 top teams in the league. Matt Rusch working into his third. My guest, Gary Lawless from Hustler and Lawless here on TSN 1290. And the 4 to 6 show. Plus NHL hockey coverage with the Jets. Here in the home of the Jets and Goldeyes and Westman. First pitch to Harrison Kane. Swung on, chopper off the plate, out towards third, to his left. Ramon fields it, and he had to shuffle and find in his glove a second time. Double clutch. Not quite a double clutch, but just he had to kind of feel it and get the feel on the ball. He did. Gets it to first base, and Harrison Kane is out on one pitch. And also a columnist, sports columnist with the Winnipeg Free Press, which, by the way, and this is not a complaint, I'm just letting you know because you might not be aware. But your paper, like others, have gone a little bit more to that pay-per-view sort of site again. And if you get down in the United States and you're trying to access it, they want $9.99.
They should.
I want you to personally deliver it to me in the United States.
Yeah, I will. Just pay your $9.99 and I'll make sure you get it.
First pitch is inside to Marcos Rodriguez, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. Is inside 2-0, and that's something new, you know. I mean, and I know you subscribe to the media credo. If it's free, it's me, and I'll take 3. But if you've only got 2, I can do that too.
Nobody covers the city of Winnipeg and the province of Manitoba like the Winnipeg Free Press. There's a reason you want to read it.
Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
When you're down there in Laredo or Grand Prairie or Wichita,
absolutely,
it's because it's good. Well, it's a great product. It's worth your $9.99. Quit grousing.
Is that per month or per year? I never looked past how much it was.
You should have home delivery.
Swung on, fouled away.
And
I'm not home enough for home delivery.
And it should be included in that. Don't you want your kids to read the paper?
Okay, I've got an 11-year-old.
Yeah, ready to go.
A 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Start them young. Good habits.
2 balls.
Look at you. You're a guy, you know politics. Where do you think all that knowledge comes from? From reading newspapers all your life.
Oh, I learned a lot around the supper table, I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, that supper trying to wear off you.
2-2 is swung on and lifted out toward left field, and in comes Tim Smith, and he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away.
The book of life, according to Big Dave? I don't know, buddy.
I'll tell you what. I learned a lot around the supper table. I also learned about who I was and where I was from. I can tell you that.
Yeah, me too.
You know, that's great, and I think that that's important. That, you know, it's so busy now, and I know you've got a daughter, and you know, with all the work that you do, Gary, and you and your wife are going in 1,000 different directions, and we've got 3 kids in hockey and baseball and soccer and dance and the whole works, right? And we are literally running from one end of the capital region to the other on a lot of nights in the off season. My wife more so during baseball because, you know, here I am every night, first pitch in there to Philip Incaviglia in there for a strike, the 0-1. And it swung on and fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. But if you could sit down once or twice per week and have dinner together, that is so important.
Now, we've seen this a few times in this, I call it the Northern League, the American Association, the league that the Goldeyes have played in. Gary Templeton had his kid, GT2, or GT3, I think he was. And is this Philip? Is this
his nephew.
Oh, it's his nephew. And didn't Wally Bachman have
his son
have some progeny on the field as well?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Wally Bachman Jr.
Yeah.
He's still in Sioux City, by the way. Junior is.
Yep.
Dad, senior, is, I believe, still with the Mets AAA system. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Incaviglia. We got to get back to trivia here, Gary Lawless.
Wally Bachman, whenever he interviewed him, he smoked those Marlboro Reds.
Pitches swung on, bounced out towards short, up with it easily. Sampson over to first, and we'll take it to the bottom of the third. 1, 2, 3. Down in order. Go Laredo.
I'll let you get back to work, Paul.
No, you're not going anywhere. You're hanging around for another half inning.
I got to call him to right
We
now.
go to the bottom of the third inning. Gary Lawless is on the clock. So are we. No score. TSN 1290.
Team's playing great.
Yeah, we're up by 2. Big deal. I've got a 7,000-point lead.
What?
You haven't heard? I've had a fantastic season at Husky Stations this year. It's free to join, and it's easy. All you have to do is swipe, earn, and redeem to get great My Husky rewards like free gas and car washes.
My Husky Rewards. Visit your local Husky to get a card and start earning today. For more information, visit myhuskyrewards.ca.
I've still got a 6,999-point lead on them.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Text me and say, now that Wallace is joining. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Amos Ramon to lead it off. Baylor Lentini, Nick Lyles to follow 9-1 and 2. My name is Paul Edmonds, along with Gary Lawless from the Winnipeg Free Press and TSN 1290. The drive show. How's the drive show going? You guys have been at it for a few years. I don't know, is it still gaining popularity, Gary? Because you were worried, I remember, when you and Andrew Patterson started it, talking to me about getting traction. And you've certainly got that. And not only have you got traction, but you're speeding down the straightaway, aren't you?
We enjoy doing it, and, you know, it's like anything. The people that come up to me all tell me that they like it. The haters, they
haters just hate.
They just hate. So, no, listen, I think we've had a real good association with Chris Brook and now Mark Mayhew over there at TSN 1290. We like being there. We want to be there a long time, and so long as they'll have us, it'll be a good situation.
First pitch from David Newman to Amos Ramon is on the outside edge for a strike. Amos hit a home run yesterday afternoon. It was one of the lone bright spots for the Goldeyes in a 11-2 loss to the Lincoln Salt Dogs. We're going to get back to trivia here momentarily and get you the question. See if we can stump Gary, the 0-1. Swung on and filleted right side foul, and it's on a play. So I gave you all the parameters. The number to call, 204-780-1290. Contest open to those that haven't won in the last... Well, no, I don't even want to say that. I want to just open it up to those that still haven't won.
I just got an email from the VP of Finance at the Free Press.
Breaking ball, bounce left side, foul.
Dan Koshowski, big fan of yours.
Oh.
Says to me, I get a commission if I get you on home delivery.
Oh, is that right?
Okay.
You get the way. Well, ask him if it's 10 or 20 points. Or do you not work for pittance like that?
No, I just want to keep the Free Press in good financial shape. So do your part.
Nothing in 2 to Ramon. Okay, here's the question. We'll talk about that after.
All right.
All right. Okay. Obviously, if you get a commish,
I'll kick half the commish.
I was going to say there'd be a kickback. Of course,
Sure,
I
no
don't
problem.
work without a kickback.
Yeah.
Nobody in this country does. The 0-2 is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay, so here's the question today. There is a rule, Gary, on the books in Major League Baseball that doesn't allow teams to draft players and trade them before they have at least been under contract to that team for 1 season. 1-2. Breaking ball, bounce left side, foul. And we do it again.
I know this, okay?
What is the name of that rule?
Can I say it?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay, I know
If you know it, that's great.
Well, I'll just tell you this. There was a guy drafted in '86 by the Expos and said, I will not play in the minor leagues. They traded him to the Texas Rangers, and he went straight to the major leagues. He hit 30 bombs as a rookie that year, and then over the next 5 seasons, didn't go a year without hitting less than 20 home runs.
Wow. Pitch is swung on and missed.
And the rule is named after him.
Amos Ramon down on strikes. First strikeout for David Newman tonight. And we're 1 away here in the bottom of 3, no score. We want to know what that rule...
It's named after a guy? Tell us the name of the guy.
Right. What is the name of that rule?
The rule.
Right. Here's Phelan Lantini. First pitch is in there for a strike. 780-1290. Area code 204. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I mean, you grew up in Southern Ontario, and, you know, you grew up watching the Expos on TV, or for a long time, pre-1977, pitches swung on and lined right back up the middle, just avoiding the glove of Newman, the pitcher, and into center field for a base hit. Solid knock for Phelan Lantini. 1-out single. Pre-1977, it was all Expos.
I know this rule, though, from watching the Jays, because this guy played against the Jays in a World Series, and Bob Costas recounted that story.
Wow.
93.
Look at you.
I was living in Thunder Bay, covering the Whiskey Jacks, cutting my teeth.
The first year of independent baseball, really.
The return of independent baseball, you're correct.
Here's Nick Lyles. He'll stand in from the right-hand side.
Ricky May was the owner of the Whiskey Jacks.
And Newman comes set. First pitch is in there for a strike.
And they played out of that little stadium there, Port Arthur Stadium. And on closing day of the first year, they filled the place. I think they had around 7,000 there. They had them 6 deep on the warning track.
0-1 the pitch. Swung on, chopper right back to Newman. He fields that, and then he short arms it to second, and no out there, and then Mojica's throw to first, not in time either. And Lyles will beat it out. It'll be a fielder's choice, and then an error on the pitcher. It's got to be E1 on Newman's throw to second base, or did he get it out? He got it out. He got the out of Phelan Lantini. There'll be 2 away on a fielder's choice. Well, it didn't look to me like Mojica was anywhere near the bag. And there will be an out recorded, so 2 away. And the out actually goes 1-6. Boy, he sort of spiked the baseball and one-hopped it on a short arm over there at second. And here's Leonard Davis. First pitch. Swung on, ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit. And station-to-station baseball. Lyles will stop at second base. And Leonard Davis has his first hit of the night. The Goldeyes have 2 hits in the inning and 4 in the game. And Josh Mazzola the batter. So that's our question. We're looking for a winner tonight. There's a rule on the books in Major League Baseball that doesn't allow teams to draft players and trade them before they've at least been under contract to that team for a year. What is the name of that rule? And it was the 6th call winner here tonight. So here's what we'll do. Before your time is done in this half inning, because I know that you've got to get right in your column and all that, we'll let you, as the inning comes to an end, we'll announce the winner coming up in the 7th, but we'll let Gary Lawless have the honors of announcing the rule, because, Gary, you were so good at determining all of the insight, and even going back to Bob Costas in '93. Could you tell us what beverage you were having that night they were telling the story on the air there? Yeah, that would be a great memory. Here's Josh Mazzola, first pitch, swung on line to left field for a base hit. They're going to wave in Wild. Up with the ball, Rodriguez. Here comes the throw home, and the slide, and he is safe. Got a hand in underneath the tag of Peterson. RBI single for Mazzola, and it's 1-0 Winnipeg on opening night in downtown. A little two-out lightning at Camp Goldeyes. And a great slide by Wiles to get inside on Peterson and get the hand down on the plate. And here comes Pete Incaviglia, the manager of the Laredo Lemurs, to talk a little bit about that call.
He didn't think he touched home plate.
Right. It happened quick, but Pete is wondering if Wiles missed the plate with that hand. Leonard Davis goes to third on that throw home, and Mazzola gets up to second, and here's Casey Harther. Second time through the order here, and the Goldeyes saw a little bit of soft tossing lefties in Lincoln for one start, and maybe hanging back a little bit more here and getting better swings. First pitch is inside, ball one. Okay, so we've got a winner. We'll announce the winner coming up in inning number 7. But the rule is called
the Pete Incaviglia rule.
The Pete Incaviglia rule.
I will tell you a couple of things.
The 1-0. Swung on, fouled back, 1-1.
When I saw him tonight, I remembered the Costas reference. I Googled him. Wikipedia has a big chunk on it. So that's how I knew my stuff. The dates and the numbers, bang, bang, bang like that. I did my homework when I arrived at the ballpark tonight, not knowing that you were going to ask the question. That was kismet.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The beverage was a Diet Coke.
The pitch is high, snap throw to third, diving back in is Davis, and he is safely in there before the tag of Harrison Kane, 2-1.
Because I was on duty. I was a Cub reporter, as you like to remind me, at the Chronicle Journal in Thunder Bay. They sent me to ringside seats, that little bar behind Port Arthur Stadium.
Oh, I remember that place.
To watch the game. I had a camera and a notepad. When Joe Carter hit the home run, I took pictures, and then I interviewed people, and then raced back to the paper.
2-1 is swung on and looped out toward right, coming hard. John Gaston, and he'll make the catch on that sinking little blooper off the bat of Casey Harther. So you'll never forget your experience, and neither will Joe Carter. He never hit a bigger home run, did he?
Touch them all, Joe. See you later.
Gary, thanks a lot for your time. We'll talk to you again anytime. Microphone's open. Gary Lawless from TSN 1290 in the Winnipeg Free Press. Goldeyes get a run. They do so on a total of 3 hits, and they leave a pair. We'll go to the 4th. Winnipeg leads at 1-0 TSN 1290.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions.
You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue chicken nip. Yes, please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfast, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your manly pickup truck. We've had some fun times, you and me, huh? Hauling things, carrying things, trucking things. Okay, so they're the same thing, but that's what I'm here for. Am I right, my brother? Hoorah! Anyway, no big deal. But if you have a sec, I could really use a little me time with Mr. Lube. It's like a day spa. The kind of spa where you bench press things, manly things. Yeah.
Get top-to-bottom maintenance from Mr. Lube and take good care.
Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
We go to the 4th. Top of the order, Jimmy Mojica, Sawyer Carroll, and John Allen, the DH, to face Matt Rusch. 1-0. Winnipeg leads it on a Josh Mazzola RBI single. First pitch to Mojica. Fastball swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Mojica 0 for 1 tonight. He bounced out to short. My thanks to Gary Lawless for stopping by. That was fun. Nothing and one to Jimmy Mojica. Now the pitch is a breaking ball down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's have a look at the Culligan in-game line score, brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. May is Drinking Water Month. Culligan Water is locally owned and operated since 1956. 1-1, swung on, chopper out toward third. Diving is Amos, and he can't come up with it. And into left field for the first hit of the night for Laredo, and it's off the bat of Jimmy Mojica. So it was 9 up, 9 down for Matt Rusch, and the no-hitter and perfect game are gone here to lead off the 4th. And Sawyer Carroll, the batter. May's Drinking Water Month. Culligan Water, locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg and surrounding area. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. Goldeyes, a run on 5 hits. And for Laredo, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. First pitch is in there for a strike. Sawyer Carroll 0 for 1. He bounced out to second base his first trip. Glad to have you along tonight, wherever you're tuning in from. Here in the ballpark, the city, capital region. How do you folks in rural Manitoba tonight? How do our friends in the United States and on the World Wide Web? The 0-1 swung on and fouled back to the screen. Inside and outed by Carroll. 0-2. First ever meeting between these two in southern Manitoba. The Goldeyes lost 2 of 3 in Laredo last year, the second series of the year. They lost a couple of night games and then won in Game 3, the third and final game of the series. At 10:30 in the morning start, the 0-2 is just inside 1-2. And that was a hot day. It was already down in Laredo in the 3rd week in May, up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit that getaway day. Then the Goldeyes drove from Laredo to El Paso to play the next night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, runner on the move, pitches outside, throw down to second, is in and out of the glove of Sampson. And Jimmy Mojica with a head-first slide has his first stolen base of the season. And the potential tying run at second base. 2-2 to Carroll. Laredo worked their way up to Fargo and swept the Redhawks on the weekend in a 3-gamer. And now up to Winnipeg here for tonight, tomorrow night, and an 11:05 start on Wednesday morning. I can guarantee you this, it won't be 104 here at 11:05 on Wednesday morning. 2-2 is low, 3-2. Let's have a look at the scoreboard for Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Finals in interleague games played in American League stadiums. Detroit beat Pittsburgh 6-5 today. Justin Verlander goes to 6-4. The 3-2. Swung on, chopper right side, in on 2 hops, and fielding the baseball is Lyles. He'll throw to first base to get Sawyer Carroll. And there'll be 1 down as Mojica gets over to third. And John Allen, the DH, steps up and in from the left side. He's 0 for 1. He bounced out to short. Goldeyes will play the infield back here, still early, leading 1-0. And 1 out. Runner at third base. Jose Valverde had his 6th save for Detroit. Verlander the win, as I mentioned, and Justin Verlander 13 strikeouts in that victory over the Bucks. Pitch is down and away with a slider. Ball 1. Final in 12 today. Houston beat Colorado 3-2. Paul Clemens goes to 2-2 for the Astros. And Brandon Barnes had a walk-off double in the 12th to win it for the Stros. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. St. Louis and Kansas City in that I-70 series. defeated the Royals 6-3. Adam Wainwright goes to 7-3. Edward Mojica, his 15th save. 1-1. Half a swing, contact made, fouled at the plate, 1-2. As St. Louis won 6-3, James Shields took the loss, dropped to 2-6 for the Royals. Yadier Molina had his third home run of the year for the Cards. A bit of a shootout in Tampa. The Rays 10, Miami 6. Jake McGee the win, 2-2. Jose Fernandez dropped to 2-3 with the loss. Justin Ruggiero had his 8th home run for the Marlins. In that loss, Kelly Johnson is 10th for the Rays. Pitch is swung on. It popped up down the right field line, foul territory. Into the seats it goes, and Casey Arthur, a yeoman effort to try to get at it, ran out of room and bumped up against that small retaining wall and just about went into the first row of the seats. The ball gets 3 rows deep, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes to John Allen. Oakland got by San Francisco today, 4-1. Daniel Straley, 3-2. Grant Balfour, his 11th save. Josh Donaldson, his 8th home run. And they beat the Giants and Madison Bumgarner, who dropped to 4-3. 1 ball, 2 strikes to John Allen. Runner at third, 1 away. Rush's pitch is just inside, 2-2. Seattle shut out San Diego 9-0. Aaron Harang the win. Clayton Richard the loss. Harang goes to 2-5. Richard dropped to 0-5. Homers in that one for Seattle. Justin Bay, his 5th. Mike Morris, his 11th. And Kelly Shopping, his 3rd. The 2-2 is down and away with that slider, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Toronto is leading Atlanta in the GTA. They're in the bottom of 7. Toronto 9, Atlanta 1. Colby Rasmus has doubled off his brother Corey tonight in that one. 3-2. Just missed outside. Good battle there, but boy, I'll tell you what, Joey Stegner not giving a lot to Matt Rusch on those corners. And it's the first walk issued of the night. And it's runners on the corners for John Gaston as John Allen gets down to first base, and the first base on balls issued by the Goldeyes ace here tonight. 6th inning, Boston leading Philadelphia 8-1. Dustin Pedroia and Mike Napoli have homered for the Red Sox. Pedroia's 3rd, Napoli's 8th. Eric Kratz for Philadelphia, his 1st. 8th inning, the Cubs leading the White Sox on the south side, 7-0. First pitch to Gaston is low, ball 1. Julio Bourbon, his first home run for the Cubs in that one. Finals from games played in National League stadiums. Cincinnati 4-2 winners over their state rivals, the Cleveland Indians. The 1-0. Swung on, chopper right side. That's going to get through and tie this game as it bounces into right field. And Gaston will have an RBI single off Matt Rusch. And we are tied at 1 as Mojica comes in to score. Stopping at second is John Allen. And Gaston drives in his 13th of the year as he was 0 for 1 coming into that at bat after popping out to third base. And Brian Peterson, the batter, he flew out to right field his first trip. So, just like the Goldeyes, Laredo's second time through the order against Matt Rusch here in this 4th inning. Jonathan Broxton picked up the win for the Reds today in relief to go to 2-1. Aroldis Chapman, his 13th save. Shin-Shu Chu, his 10th homer. Joey Votto, was 9th, all for the Reds. First pitch to Peterson is outside, ball 1. Jason Giambi had a home run for Cleveland, his 3rd. Nick Hagedorn took the loss. He dropped 0-1 for the Tribe. One ball, no strikes. The pitch is outside again, 2-0. With that home run, by the way, Jason Giambi passed Cal Ripken for 42nd on the all-time home run list. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch Swung on, lifted down the right field line, but curling foul and into the seats. Baltimore beat Washington 6-2. Jason Hamill 7-2 with the win. Gio Gonzalez 3-3 with the loss. Minnesota beat Milwaukee 6-3. Kevin Correa goes to 5-4. Glenn Perkins his 10th save. Joe Mauer's 4th home run. And Chris Parmalee had his 4th as well, both for the Twinkies. Gene Segura and Carlos Gomez homered for the Brewers, who are struggling this year. The 2-1. Fastball wide, 3-1. Segura his 8th, Gomez his 10th. Arizona beat Texas 5-3. Tyler Skaggs the win, Keith Bell the save. Bell's 8th. Cody Ross homered for Arizona, his 2nd. Ian Kennedy missed the start for the Snakes. He cut his finger washing dishes. The 3-1. Swung on, fell back, and it's 3-2. Some might applaud that. You would think, though, if you're a Major League Baseball player, that you would have a dishwasher. Load them in, load them out. Add soap. Repeat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a big strikeout for Matt Rusch. Brian Peterson waved and missed on that one. 2nd strikeout of the night. And there's 2 away for Mike Sheridan. Mets and Yankees are tied at 1 in the 8th. David Wright has accounted for the Metropolitans' only run, his 7th home run. Angels leading the Dodgers 3-1 in the 4th. Coming up at 8:40 tonight. In 10 minutes' time, Texas and Arizona. Yu Darvish 7-2 for the Rangers. Trevor Cahill 3-5 for the Snakes. That's game 2 of a double dip. Here's Mike Sheridan, who struck out looking his first trip. First pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Other games going on in the American Association. Gary defeated Sioux City today, 4-3. Taylor Sewitt picked up the win for the South Shore Railcats, beating Jason Jarvis. Gary 4, Sioux City 3. Fargo beat Sioux Falls 8-2. Alex Caldera picked up the victory. Keith Brackhold had a home run, his first, the 0-1. He is on the outside edge for a strike at 0-2. Steve Shirley and first baseman Jared Clark were both ejected in the 6th inning in that game in Fargo. Wichita leading Amarillo 8-2 in the 3rd. Rain delay. El Paso 1, Lincoln no score in the 4th. The pitch. Swung on and a comebacker right to Rush. Fielded a 1-hop. Throws to first. And the inning comes to an end. Very little damage. Just 1 run coming in for Laredo in the top of the 4th. They get a run on 2 hits, and they leave a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. We're tied at 1 on opening night in downtown Winnipeg on TSN 1290.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
So, will it be door number 1 or door number 2? Instead, why not ask,
is that the best you can do?
Get more than just a door. With Best Windows and Doors, you'll get a full door system. Choose the style, the glass, even whether you want it stained or not, and we'll put it together. So when it's time to decide on a door, be sure to ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We welcome you back. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds. Eric Fritchie is our producer and operator. Back at our South Winnipeg studios. We're tied at 1. And both starters still into this one. Tim Smith, Luis Allen, Nate Sampson to face David Newman. Lefty here. First pitch. And Smith showed bunt, pulled back, took high, ball 1. Some other games just to get you caught up in the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 2-0. NHL tonight. Ooh, Detroit looking to put the Chicago Blackhawks away. Detroit 2, Chicago 1. 5 minutes to go in the second. Detroit leading that series 3-2. The 1-1 breaking ball swung on and fouled back, and that's going to be a souvenir as it gets over the screen and into the seats. And the one NBA game going on tonight. San Antonio having a pretty easy time in the series with Memphis leading 21-12 in the first quarter. Tony Parker, 8 points so far for the Spurs. The 1-2 breaking ball called, third strike on the inside corner. And Smith will go down looking. 2 strikeouts here for David Newman. And now Luis Allen, the batter. And Allen will step up and in from the right-hand side. And Louis had a base hit, and then was part of that double play that Nate Sampson hit into to end. That second inning. And Allen tried to call for time, didn't get it from home plate umpire Joe Stegner, and still took a pitch inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1-0. Swung on, bounced out toward third. Foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Culligan in-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Visit them at drinkculligan.com. 1-1. Swung on, lifted to center field. And Sawyer Carroll drifts back a couple of steps and makes the catch on that for the second out. A run, 5 hits for Winnipeg. A run, 2 hits, and 1 error for Laredo. Here's Nate Sampson. 0 for 2. Actually 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced into a double play. We're at the bottom of the fourth, tied at 1. Both starters still in. A lovely night at downtown. First pitch is high, ball 1. Nate batting .250, a homer and 7 driven in. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He was way out in front of that off-speed pitch. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nate Sampson. We're tied at 1 here in this 4th. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball is just outside, 3-1. Goldeyes getting a run in the bottom of 3 on an RBI single by Josh Mazzola for Josh's 5th RBI of the season in this game 11. And then Laredo came right back next half inning, top of this 4th, on an RBI single by John Gaston. Pitch is swung on and lifted out toward right. And toward the line is the aforementioned Gaston, and he'll make the catch, and the Goldeyes go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Zeros across the board. We will go to the 5th. Tied at 1. TSN 1290.
Do you know where all your food comes from? Eating local is easy. At the Carver's Knife, all of the meat they sell comes from local Manitoba meat producers. Tender, aged beef, quality pork, and chicken. The Carver's Knife offers the finest meat products Manitoba has to offer. Because quality matters. It has to be the Carver's Knife. Supporting local farmers. 1530 Regent Avenue West and 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
When you finally decide on the perfect paint color, the last thing you want is someone inexperienced painting in your house. Trust the experts. Trust Cachet Painting. For over 28 years, they've perfected their craft right here in Winnipeg. No job is too small or big. Interior or exterior. Primers, sealers, and finishes. Even stucco coating and painting. Cachet Painting excels at it all. Call 204-297-9000 now. Cachet Painting, a sign of superior quality.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
Top of 5, Harrison Kane to lead it off for Laredo. We're in a 1-1 tie here. Kane, Rodriguez, and Incaviglia. 7, 8, and 9 against Matt Rusch. Both starters have been really good tonight. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike. Matt Rusch came in tonight, having worked 12 innings, giving up 9 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 8 strikeouts. The pitch is a fastball right down the chute for a strike, and it's 0-2. And I know I've said this before, I'll say it again because I think it begs repeating. Having Matt Rusch and Amos Ramon live here full-time, 0-2, is inside 1-2. So advantageous to the organization when it comes to off-season public relation and promotional type events. And both guys more than willing to help out. 1-2. Swung on and fouled back, and Kane will stay alive. Harrison Kane, a right-handed swinging third baseman, is 0 for 1 tonight. He bounced out corner to corner. Now, I know that Matt did go down and play winter ball in Nicaragua, but by the time the new year kind of hit, he was back here and ready to go. And accompanying the team, 1-2. Swung on, chopper out towards third. Up with it, Ramon. Shuffles, throw across. 1 away. Amos and Matt. Well, you didn't have to drag Matt kicking and screaming, but the Goldeyes have been on that MJHL caravan, the Manitoba Junior Hockey League caravan, in communities outside the city of Winnipeg for the last couple of years, and Matt enjoyed going, and Amos has become a bit of a hockey fan as well, and he enjoys watching the juniors play as well in our province. First pitch is swung on and missed. Way out in front of that is Marcos Rodriguez, and it's 0-1. Good off-speed pitch from Matt Rusch. Marcos Rodriguez and John Gaston were with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks last year. The 0-1. Swung on, lifted out toward left field. Coming in, Tim Smith, and he'll have to take that on a hop. And he fires it back towards second base, and Rodriguez will have a little bloop single. One-out variety here, and here's Philip Incaviglia. Philip Incaviglia, by the way, is the nephew of Pete Incaviglia. And it's Pete's older brother, Tony, who is Philip's father. The family is all from California. That's where Pete grew up. His older brother, Tony Incaviglia, did have some minor league time as a pro as well. First pitch to Philip is in there for a strike, but it was Pete Incaviglia, the manager of the Laredo Lemurs, that was the baseball player in the family in getting to the big leagues. Tony got as high as Double-A, that being Philip's father here. With the Pirates, and a bunt pushed up the third base line. Coming in is Ramon, barehands it and throws the first in time to get Incaviglia. Nice play by Amos Ramon. Boy, you got to be quick on that. There's not a lot of room for error and not a lot of time to think about what you are going to do. You've got to come in, make your mind up on 2 hard or 3 hard strides in, barehanded, and shot put it over there, and he did in time to get a pretty speedy runner, and there's 2 down for Jimmy Mojica. Padres and Pittsburgh were the organizations that Philip Incaviglia's father, Tony, played in, and that's the brother of Pete Incaviglia. Here's Jimmy Mojica. He singled, stole second, and scored. Marcos Rodriguez on that bunt gets up to second base, so the bunt attempt gets up to second base. And we have a runner at second with 2 away. And Rusch working from the stretch in this 1-1 tie here in the 5th. First pitch is low to Mojica, ball 1. They've announced the attendance here tonight. It is a sellout and the first of 2013 in Game 1. That's a good start. Lots of folks tonight on the grass berm. And Rusch will come set. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. Good slider, and it's 1-1. 7,886 is the paid attendance tonight. 7,886. The Goldeyes, thank you. 1-1. Fastball inside. 2-1 as Mojica jumped backwards out of the way of that. Understand there's going to be a decent crowd again tomorrow. And then the school day happening on Wednesday morning. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Jimmy Mojica hitting .222. The 2-1. Swung on that slider and lined right into the glove of Sampson, the shortstop. And that is it for Laredo in the 5th. They put some pressure on the Goldeyes, but the Goldeyes bend, don't break. Hard hit ball by Mojica, but lined right at Sampson. And Laredo is done. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 1. TSN 12-9.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know planting shrubs and trees around your house can shade your windows in summer and can help protect your house from chilly winter winds? Drafty windows are uncomfortable and waste energy. Sealing and re-weather stripping your windows and adding window insulator kits are an effective way to save energy and money while improving the comfort of your home. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Welcome to the Goldcross family. Germany streets ahead here. Happy night birthday, Ethan. And
bottom of the fifth inning, Amos Ramon will lead it off. And a 1-1 tie, hitter number 9 in the order for the Goldeyes. It's Ramon, Lantini, and Wiles, 9-1 and 2. Goldeyes getting 5 hits tonight off this starter David Newman. Nothing for extra bases. First pitch. Breaking balls in there for a strike. Amos struck out his first trip swinging. Thought that pitch was a little high, and so did the grandstand umpires in behind home plate. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. And that'll be a shoe in the ear. To my right. Strike 2. Amos hitting .318, a homer and 4 driven in. David Newman has walked 2, struck out 2 tonight. Wind still blowing from right to left. Probably would knock down that fly ball by Leonard Davis, the 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Amos down on strikes. Third strikeout for David Newman. 1 away for Phelan Lantini. And Lantini 1 for 2 this evening. Tomorrow, Mark Hardy versus Mark Serrano. A couple of marks tomorrow. Hardy, the left-hander for Winnipeg, 2-0, a 0.73. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. And Serrano, 3-0 with a 197. And then on Wednesday morning, Winnipeg's right-hander Justin Garcia, 2-0 with a 2.13. The 0-1. Breaking ball is on the outside edge for a strike, nothing in 2. And Laredo has not named their starter just yet for Wednesday morning. It's TBA. Pitch. Swung on. Chopper out towards short. To his right, Mojica. Fields that, throws as he was running over towards third to first. And gets Lantini for the second out. And here's Nick Lyles, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Goldeyes getting their only run in the third. And then coming right back was Laredo with a run in the top of the fourth. And Nick Lyles, the batter. And the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Nothing in 1. The 0-1 is low. 1-1. I don't know how many of you folks have been to Laredo, but that was my first trip there last year. The 1-1. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. It is a border town with Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, just on the other side of the Rio Grande. Or Rio Grande. 1-2. Swung on, bounced on the third base line, and a foul ball, says Brian Krebs over at third. And Rick Forney, not much of an argument. The fans thought that that was close enough to being a fair ball. 1-2 as Nick Lyles now back for more activity in that right side batter's box with 2 away. The hotel, which I must confess is probably the best hotel we've ever stayed in independent baseball, the 1-2. Swung on. That's looped down the right field line. Foul territory. A long run, and nobody's going to get there. Best chance at it was Mike Sheridan, the first baseman, and he stuck out the glove with a full run, extended the arm, and just missed it. The Embassy Suites in Lincoln, Nebraska was top of the line for many years, but that hotel in Laredo takes it. But as you can very well imagine, a large Spanish influence in Laredo. And the ballpark, very nice. Hotel is excellent, and obviously they've got a great team that's well supported as well. But, is it hot down there. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, that is hit high, out to left center, but not that deep. And Sawyer Carroll is there. He'll make the catch. And that's it here for Winnipeg in the bottom of the 5th inning. Zeros across the board. David Newman has retired 7 in a row. We'll go to the 6th, tied at 1, TSN 1290.
This is about your debt rescue. It's about climbing free of creditors and saving for the future. It's about someone reaching out to you, helping you regain your financial foothold with credit proposals and other options. And it's about changing the way you save and spend so your debt worries are far behind you. It's about your debt rescue with L.C. Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward at lctaylor.com.
Ah, nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, pass me a Pepsi.
How you doing?
Whoa. Did you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
How you doing?
That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer.
How you doing?
With the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
Downtown Winnipeg is the place to be this summer. Get downtown and enjoy fun festivals, concerts, and tours. Catch a Goldeyes game, visit exceptional shopping and dining districts, get a taste for Winnipeg's distinct urban culture, and check out the Out to Lunch concert series with free music downtown every Wednesday at noon all summer long. For info on concert locations and other downtown events, visit downtownwinnipegbiz.com. Get down this summer. Downtown.
And the hits just keep on coming. Wow! On your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of the 6th. Sawyer Carroll 0 for 2 tonight will step up and in from the left side. He's bounced out twice to second base, and Nick Lyles. Fargo won today, but were beaten by Laredo 8-0 yesterday in the finale of that 3-game series, and Laredo is 6-0 against Fargo this year. First pitch to Carroll is low and outside, ball 1. Matt Rusch operating for the full wind, the 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Carroll hitting .361, a homer and 7 driven in, a slightly open stance. The 2-0 is low, 3-0. And some updated finals for the major leagues. Chicago Cubs shut out the White Sox on the south side, 7-0. Jeff Samardzija goes to 3-6 with the win. Jose Quintana dropped to 3-2 with the loss. Toronto beat Atlanta 9-3, the 3-0. Swung on, lifted out toward left. It's pretty high, but not that deep as he went after a 3-0 pitch. And Smith is there, and Tim will make the catch for the first out. You know, if you're Barbero Canizares in Game 1 of the American Association Championship final last year in the 10th inning, and you're a right-handed batter with the wind blowing out to left, not that he needed it, and you get a 3-0 pitch and you hit it over the fence, that's great. Great selection. If you're Sawyer Carroll in a 1-1 tie here in the 6th to lead off, and you go after a 3-0 and fly to left, probably not so good. Here's John Allen. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Allen is 0 for 1 with a walk. Mark Burley picked up the win for the Blue Jays today. He goes to 2-5. Tim Hudson took the loss. And the Braves starter drops to 4-4. The 1-0 is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Edwin Encarnacion had 5 runs batted in for Toronto, who have won 9 of their last 14. Give me a T. Oh, the 2-0 is high, 3-0. And the Mets beat the Yankees at Citi Field in Queens tonight. Brandon Lyon 2-2. David Robertson 3-1 with the loss. Bobby Parnell his 8th save. On the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, we're in the top of the 6th. The 3-0 is inside, ball 4, and Matt Rusch having a little bit of difficulty with the strike zone. And that's a 1-out walk, his 2nd walk of the night. Here's John Gaston, who had the RBI single to tie the game a couple of innings ago, and that's where we stand, locked at 1. Gaston 1 for 2. He's popped out and had that base hit that drove in a run. Batting .308, he has 13 runs batted in to lead this Lemurs team. And Rusch comes set the pitch. Swung on, chopper back to Rusch, fielded there. He'll throw to second for 1, and down to 1, and no, not in time. Gaston beat it out. Nice play by Matt Rusch. It wasn't a very hard chopper. Here comes Rick Ford. He's going to argue the call. It will be a fielder's choice for Gaston. They get the out of Allen on a 1-6 at second base, started by the pitcher, and Rick Forney goes over to talk with Steve Linton about the call at first. Rusch came off toward the first base side, fielded the ball, realized he had lots of time, made a good throw to second base, and Sampson's relay down to first, not in time, according to Steve Linton. Bang, bang at first base. And Steve and Rick have a little visit. And Rick not very happy. And Brian Peterson, the batter, with John Gaston safely aboard at first base. I mean, all we can tell you is it was close. It was bang, bang. We get one quick look at it. So does Steve Linton. I'm sure the TV guys have gone over it a few times and would be able to ascertain as to safe or out. Ryan Peterson steps in. First pitch, a fastball, a tie, ball 1. But a good job by Matt Rusch to start it, to try to get the double play and get the lead runner anyway. One-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 as Rusch has fallen behind his 3rd straight hitter, or actually 4th straight hitter in this inning. The 2-0 is low, 3 balls and no strikes. And they tell us from replay that John Gaston was indeed safe. Three balls, no strikes. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Brian Peterson has flown out and struck out. 0 for 2 this evening. The Lemurs in Fargo on the weekend, the 3-1 swung on and lined to right field. That'll drop for a base hit. taken a hop by Mazzola. And it puts 2 on with 2 out for Mike Sheridan, who's 0 for 2. Now the Goldeyes will get a right-hander up in the bullpen. The Lemurs outscored the Redhawks on the weekend, and here comes Jamie Vermillier out to have a chat. 25-3 in the 3 games. So Fargo didn't pitch it very well, and they certainly didn't hit it very well, but they beat Sioux Falls today. And the Lemurs have outscored their opponents 58-21 through the first 10 games. So 37 more runs up on the board. As Winnipeg gets a righty up in the bullpen. And it's Chris Kissock on that left field line. We're in the 6th inning, 2 away and 2 on. Tied at 1. Sheridan has struck out looking and bounced out on a comebacker to Matt Rusch, who threw him out at first base back to end the 4th. Gaston at second, Peterson at first. Rusch leans over to get the sign. First pitch. Fastball, actually a change of pace, is low and outside, 1-0. I think either way you're going to see Matt be finished here in this 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Rusch comes set. Checks Gaston at second, the 1-0. Swung on, that is clubbed to right center field. On the run goes Lantini. He'll get there, though, as the ball just kind of hanging up in right center here tonight, and make the catch. And Mike Sheridan and the Lemurs are done in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Bottom 6 is next, tied at 1. TSN 1290.
Canon is celebrating 40 picture-perfect years in Canada, and Don's Photo is passing the savings on to you with 40th anniversary deals like the Canon PowerShot SX500 Anniversary Bundle. Includes the Canon PowerShot SX500, 4-gig SD card, and mini tripod, all for just $239.99. Super zoom, super compact, and perfect for sports action or wide-angle travel shots. Hurry, the Canon 40th Anniversary sale ends June 16th. Don's Photo with 3 Winnipeg locations. When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walk through the door?
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what we do at Sonova Credit Union. Our DOG, you know, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all our members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
He's not Director of Appointments, just greetings. But at Sonova, you don't need an appointment ever.
So I can just walk in and...
Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
Going to university this fall? Here are 5 top reasons to consider the University of Winnipeg. 1, the convenient downtown location. 2, high-quality education. 3, excellent professors. 4, more than $3 million in scholarships and bursaries available. And 5, small class sizes where you can really connect with your profs and classmates. To learn more about the University of Winnipeg, call 204-779-UWIN or visit uwinnipeg.ca. It's not too late to apply.
Bottom of the 6th inning, in a 1-1 tie, David Newman works into his 6th. Leonard Davis, Josh Mazzola, and Casey Harther are due up. And Leonard Davis 1 for 2 this evening. Goldeyes getting a run in the 3rd, giving up 1 in the 4th. Once again, Wendy's Restaurants, folks, and Baseball Manitoba have teamed up to form a great partnership this spring. The joint initiative provides an opportunity for all minor baseball players in the province to learn more about the game of the Goldeyes through a full-color baseball booklet that was distributed to all players following registration for minor baseball in the province. Plus, Wendy's has again provided each player with a free Frosty redeemable at any Wendy's location in Manitoba. The Goldeyes, Wendy's, and Baseball Manitoba, a guaranteed triple play. Here's Leonard Davis. He's hit the ball hard twice. A fly ball out to right center, the deepest one we've seen tonight, where Sawyer Carroll had to He had to step onto the warning track in that alley and make the catch, and then he had a base hit. See what he can do here to lead off the bottom of 6 against this soft-tossing lefty. First pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Chicago Blackhawks have tied the score with Detroit in that only NHL game tonight at 2. They're in the third period. Michael Hanzus scores early in the third to tie it. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. And I think that backswing there of Davis knocked off the mask of Ryan Peterson, the catcher for Laredo. El Paso leading Lincoln in American Association games that are still in progress. They're in the bottom of 4 in a rain delay in Lincoln with thunderstorms coming down. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. And likely to suspend game and resume tomorrow if they cannot continue. And then that would be the resumption of the suspended game prior to the regularly scheduled game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Leonard Davis. And the pitch, breaking ball outside, 2-2. And Wichita having an easy time with Amarillo. It's 13-2 now in the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and Davis went chasing. Ended up with one hand on the bat. And that's strikeout number 4 for David Newman. And here's Josh Mazzola. And Mazzola will step up and in for the right-hand side. Oh, we'll have a look at what the Goldeyes are doing this week, brought to you by Boston Pizza. As Mazzola tonight, a walk and an RBI single. First pitch. Breaking ball is low, ball 1. Boston Pizza Goldeyes Day coming up Saturday, June 1st. Win Goldeyes prizes and meet Goldeyes players at all Winnipeg area Boston Pizza locations. 1-0 is lined to left field for a base hit by Mazzola. 6th hit for Winnipeg tonight, and their first base runner since the 3rd. As David Newman had retired 8 in a row. And here's Casey Harther, who's 0 for 2. Boston Pizza Goldeyes Day, Saturday, June 1st. Goldeyes prizes, and you can meet players at all Winnipeg Boston Pizza restaurants from 11 till 1. First pitch is swung on and line to left field for a base hit. And Casey Harther gets into the act, stopping his Mazzola at second. So 2 on for Tim Smith. And 1 down in this 1-1 tie. So again, June 1st, Winnipeg area Boston Pizza restaurants, 11 a.m. till 1. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. Happy, happy. And we'll have Pete Incaviglia come out to have a little chat with his pitcher. And they're going to get some people up in the bullpen, are the Lemurs. Real quick here, the Blackhawks have taken a 3-2 lead on Detroit. Ryan Bickle with the go-ahead goal, his 5th of the playoffs with 14 minutes to go in the 3rd. The Blackhawks are trying to send that back to the Windy City for a 7th and deciding game. And now home plate umpire Joe Stegner goes out to break up that mound meeting. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Dave Smith, the batter. 1 for 2 tonight. An infield single, then he was caught stealing, and then his second trip, he went down looking. Chris Kissock still throwing in the bullpen, suggesting the Goldeyes will bring him in the 7th. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of 6. 2 on and 1 out. Newman comes set. The pitch is a bouncer in the dirt, and it got away from the catcher. Peterson goes back to the screen, and everybody takes the 90 feet on the wild pitch. And now a base hit. Likely gets 2 in. And ball 1 on Tim Smith. While game 2 of this series goes tomorrow, Mark Hardy versus Mark Serrano. A lefty for Winnipeg, a righty for Laredo. Laredo will move the infield into the edge of the grass to protect home plate. 1 ball and no strikes to Tim Smith. Arthur at second, Mazzola the lead runner at third. The 1-0. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. Wind has died down here in downtown. Flags wrapped around the respective poles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield in. 1-1, bottom 6. Oh, yeah, here we go. The 1-1. Swung on, bounced to the first base line. It's a fair ball. It's going to get down the right field line. Mazzola in to score. Here comes Arthur. Digging for second is going to be Smith. And he's in standing with a 2-run double. And it's 3-1 Winnipeg. Big hit for Timmy. Timmy. A double down that first base line, over the bag, and a fair ball down the right field line. And the Goldeyes lead it 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Luis Allen, the batter. And here comes El Cabong. Luis, the last couple of years, 50 and 50-plus RBI, and most of them in situations like this when the Goldeyes really needed to have a run. The one where the first pitch to him is in there for a strike, and he started off at 0-1. Allen 1 for 2 here tonight. A single and a flyout. 0-1. Breaking ball popped up. In behind the mound, in comes Incaviglia. And the second baseman and shortstop Mojica just about collide in behind the mound, but Incaviglia makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Boy, that was close. Here's Nate Sampson. And tomorrow it's Magnet schedule giveaway, 7:05 first pitch. We're on the air at 6:30. Then the school day at 11:05 on Wednesday, the finale of this series. And then, of course, it's the Goldeyes Golf Tournament on Thursday. Fargo comes to town on Friday. We'll tell you about that as Pete Incaviglia comes out for the second time. Second time visiting the mound in an inning spells automatic relief. That's going to be in for David Newman. Goldeyes lead at 3-1. We get a call, the bullpen being made by the Lemurs. And the Goldeyes with 2 away will send up their shortstop when we come back. We'll tell you about the line tonight on David Newman and the reliever coming in, a right-hander, upon our return on TSN 1290.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
How much better would his stats be if he had better defensemen in front of him?
Yeah, I am Superman, and this is the time.
More NHL.
That hasn't translated into success year after year in those markets because the model, the
can't
business
retain
model.
the players that got them the cups.
More Major League Baseball.
They want to protect the guy's arm so that he's a pitcher for them for the next 10 years.
Who's saying he's going to be there for 10 years?
Barry freaking Zito. Much maligned, left for dead, beaten down Barry Zito.
And more Bombers.
The structure of the coaching staff and management of the team should look significantly different next year.
They're going to add coaches.
Sports, and more sports.
As a fan, I'd never boo. I would boo maybe a lack of effort.
That's a lot of change. That's progress.
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and the Goldeyes have scored twice. There's 2 away and a runner at second. And Laredo reaches into their bullpen to pull out Bradley Blanks, a right-hander, to spell off David Newman. And blanks will come set. Nate Sampson stands in from the right side. First pitch fastball inside, ball one. For Newman tonight, pitcher of record on a losing side. 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, responsible for 1. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled back on that breaking ball, and that gets out of play in behind home plate, 1-1 to Sampson. And Bradley Blanks, a hard-throwing right-hander, comes in. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. 1-1 to Sampson. The pitch. Oh, inside, he just got hit on the hip. And he'll trot down to first base after he picked himself back up. And is a hit batsman. And now there's 2 on for Amos Ramon, who struck out twice. For Bradley Banks, he's from Fort Mills, South Carolina. He was in Laredo last year. 6'3", 190. 28 years old. He turned 28 in March. Here's Amos. First pitch is in there for a strike. 90 on the gun with that fastball. And for Bradley Blanks, his 5th appearance, he's 1-0 with a 0 ERA. 2 saves, 5 innings, 2 hits. The 0-1. Swung on, that's line to left field for a base hit. And they're going to leave in the lead runner. Here comes Smith. He will score, and now they're going to get Sampson in a rundown on that throwback in from left field, and he's tagged out by Harrison Kane, the third baseman. And Amos will drive in a run. The run will count to make it 4-1, and Smith will score on that RBI single by Amos Ramon, and Winnipeg makes it a 3-run inning. They do so on 4 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go to the 7th. Winnipeg leading 4-1 on TSN 1290.
Now, I'm not afraid to take risks under the perfect ideal conditions, but when it comes to pizza, I'll stick with Santa Lucia Pizza. Why risk getting anything less than Santa Lucia? Voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown Magazine readers for 6 straight years, and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for best pizza restaurant for 7 years? I mean, after all, this is pizza we're talking about.
Don't risk ordinary pizza. Get Winnipeg's best at Santa Lucia Pizza. Dine in, take out, or home delivery.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbrerie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir, vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
We go to inning number 7. The Goldeyes scoring 3 in the 6th and lead at 4-1 here. And Chris Kissock is on in relief of Matt Rusch. First pitch to Harrison Kane is in there for a strike. Good fastball. Kane, Rodriguez, and Incaviglia, 7, 8, and 9, the scheduled hitters. Kissock from the stretch. The 0-1. Here's a breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Matt Rusch is done. 6 innings. Pitcher of record on a winning side. 4 hits, a run. It's earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. 1-1. Slider in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. And the pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Rush looking to go to 3-0 if the bullpen can hold this 3-run lead or any portion of it. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Kane down on strikes. And there's 1 away, and that's the 3rd strikeout tonight for Goldeyes pitching, the first by Chris Kissock. And Chris from British Columbia, 6'4", 185, 28 years old. Was in Double-A last year. And Kissock making his 6th appearance, no record, no ERA. 4 1/3 innings, now 4 2/3, 1 hit. 9 strikeouts, no walks. Opposition batting 0-7-1 against him. First pitch, swung on and fouled down the left field line by Marcos Rodriguez. Strike 1. Just to kind of finish up on Goldeyes this week, Boston Pizza. After Thursday's golf tournament, Fargo's in town. And that's Friday night for the weekend series. The pitch is on the inside edge for a strike, 0-2. Fishing rod giveaway to the first 300 fans, courtesy of Pro-Am Tackle and Shimano on Friday night. The Amazing Christopher on Saturday. The 0-2. Breaking ball just missed outside, 1-2. And Sunday, first 1,500 get that Goldeyes drawstring backpack. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Game times. Tomorrow, 7:05. Wednesday, 11:05. Friday, 7:05. Saturday, 6:05. Sunday, 1:05. Tickets 5, 7, 12, 14, and $18. Any Ticketmaster location, including the box office here at Shaw Park. Ticketmaster.ca or 855-GOLDEYE. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball was dropped there by Allen. He'll pick it up, step into a throwing lane in front of home plate, fire it to first base. And that's a strikeout, 2-3 putout. And there's 2 away here in the 7th. And the batter is Philip Incaviglia. And he'll stand in for the right side. Also, the Goldeyes website, goldeyes.com. Excellent source of information about tickets, news, podcasts, and game times. First pitch. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike. Goldeyes lead this one 4-1. El Paso and Lincoln officially suspended. They'll resume the game before the regularly scheduled game tomorrow. We're in the bottom of the 4th. El Paso leading 1-0. Pitch is swung on, grounded out towards short. In and up with it is Sampson. Over to first. And how about that? Poof, poof, poof. Real easy. 1, 2, 3. 7th inning for Chris Kissock in 1 inning of work. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning after 6.5 and stretch time in my hometown as Laredo goes 1, 2, 3. And we invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and stretch them out. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Winnipeg leading 4-1. TSN 1290.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robbins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robbins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robbins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robbins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Excuse me, it's my first day. Where's the copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Okay.
Since Milne Office Systems tailored a Rico document management solution to our office, we've all been a little sensitive about our Rico.
The print quality's amazing.
The training from Milne was first class.
It's totally reliable, and we're saving money every month. So don't call it a copier.
It's a Rico!
Rico, the leading edge of business technology. Made easy by Milne Office Systems. Online at milneoffice.com.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Bottom of the 7th inning, we welcome you back. Goldeyes lead at 4-1. Here's Phelan Lantini to face a right-hander, and Bradley Banks. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lantini, Lyles, and Davis, the DH, top of the order. The Goldeyes, I'm sure, would like to add on. This is a pretty vaunted lineup with Laredo and a 3-run lead. Not enough. Lantini is 1 for 3 tonight. He's flown out to center, singled, and bounced out to shortstop. The 0-1 fastball is low from Blanks. And it's 1-1. Quick update. Chicago leading 4-2 over Detroit now with 10 minutes to go in the third period in that NHL game. 1-1. Swung on a breaking ball and popped up. It's high, and it's drifting into the seats about 5 rows deep. And on a play, third base side, 1-2 to Lantini. Temperature now, we're down to 19 Celsius, 67 Fahrenheit. Perfect. We got to get to the answer on trivia. Pass along our winner's name, who was absolutely stoked to win. Finally broke through. First pitch is swung on and lifted after that foul ball out to right field, and John Gaston is there, and he'll make the catch for the first out, and Lantini is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 down, and Nick Lyles, the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Nick Lyles walked in the first, stole second base. He went to third on a throw by Brian Peterson, the catcher, where none of the middle infielders covered the bag. It went sailing right into center field. So Lyles, who takes a strike, took off for third and got there and was stranded. Then he reached in a fielder's choice in the third and scored, and then flew out to left field his last trip in the 5th. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-1. The Goldeyes lead it. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out toward third, fielded by Harrison Kane. He throws a little low to first, but dug out nicely by Sheridan. And there's 2 away. Real quick on the Culligan in-game line score. Brought to you by Culligan. May's Drinking Water Month. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. Leonard Davis, the batter. Goldeyes, 4 runs, 9 hits tonight. 1 run, 4 hits, and an error for Laredo. First pitch is in there for a strike to Leonard Davis. Blanks will come set. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. So 4-9 for Winnipeg, 1-4-1 for Laredo. Trivia tonight is always brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. The pitch swung on and fouled off our home plate umpire, Joe Stegner. It's 1-2. Two away, and Leonard tonight's blown out, singled and struck out. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. 1-2. Swung on, chopper off the end of the bat, rolled foul, third base side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Question tonight was this. There's a rule on the books in Major League Baseball that doesn't allow teams to draft players and then trade them before they have at least spent 1 year under contract to that team. What is the name of that rule? 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Leonard Davis down on strikes. We'll pick up that when we come back. We've given you the answer already, but we'll give you the winner's name as well and refresh the answer. So a strikeout here for Blanks. 5 punch-outs for Laredo pitching. And the Goldeyes go 1-2-3 in the 7th. We move on to the 8th. 4-1 in favor of Winnipeg. TSN 1290.
USC is coming to Winnipeg, and South Beach Casino and Resort wants you to be there. So how do you get in?
Food fight!
Being an Ocean Club member always kicks butt. But now this free membership gets you even more. When you spend $20 or more in Mango's Restaurant or the Blue Dolphin Lounge, you'll get entered to win a pair of premium seats to UFC 161, June 15th at MTS Center. You've got 4 chances to win, June 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th. Plus, there's bonus cash draws and more. Get in on the food fight at South Beach Casino and Resort.
No purchase necessary. See Ocean Club for details. Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. There's nothing better than a fully catered barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce, and I want you to call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue now to book your fully catered barbecue or try a do-it-yourself hog roast.
It's fun, delicious, will cost less than you think. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you. Dates are filling up, so act fast.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Do you have a plan to escape winter this year? How about an Air Canada vacations trip with endless sunny skies, pristine white sand beaches, warm turquoise water, friendly people, zesty food, and music that really gets you moving? Plan the perfect escape this winter to the Grand Bahia Principe all-inclusive resort with Air Canada Vacations. Direct flight from Winnipeg to Montego Bay, Jamaica all winter long. Start planning your getaway today at aircanadavacations.com.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Now back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
We move to the 8th inning. Top of the order, Jimmy Mojica, Sawyer Carroll, and John Allen. DH. Due up here against Chris Kissock, who works into his 2nd inning. He sat down the Lemurs 1-2-3 in the 7th. Goldeyes lead it here in the 8th, 4-1. First pitch. Fastball is on the outside edge for a strike. Question tonight on trivia for the Place Louis as we get a left-hander in Brendan Lafferty. Warming up the bullpen down the left field line, and a right-hander warming up for Laredo as well. The 0-1. Fastball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a rule on the books in Major League Baseball that doesn't allow teams to draft players and trade them before they've had at least 1 year under contract to that team. What's the name of that rule? 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and fouled back. 1-2 to Mojica. Congratulations tonight to Chris Trubick of Crestview out in West St. James, my old stomping grounds. It's where I spent my youth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is high, 2-2. He knew the answer to be Pete Incaviglia. It's the Pete Incaviglia rule. And we talked to Pete in the pregame show. He's the manager of the Laredo Lemurs. Had a really good chat with him, actually. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chris, congratulations. 2-2. Breaking ball, and Mojica just got hit. And he'll go down to first base, hit by a breaking ball, and here comes Rick Forney. And Sawyer Carroll is going to face the left-hander in Lafferty. Being a left-handed batter. So Chris Trubick picks up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. He is also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis. And we'll do it again tomorrow night. That's it for Kissock. Lafferty will come in when we come back. The answer, the Pete Incaviglia rule. Congratulations again to St. James. Chris Trubick, our winner tonight. Back in 60 seconds on the call of the bullpen. 4-1 Winnipeg in front. But the leadoff man aboard for Laredo in the 8th on TSN 1290.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
The Baltimore Ravens have led wire to wire and won Super Bowl 47, 34-31.
For hockey.
Rebound is there. Missing a wide open goal is Sagan. Another chance. Pavlik down. Hangs on. Acrobatic stop by Andre Pavlik.
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
The 2-2, and it's strike 3 pulled. He threw a fastball, throws Cabrera, and the Giants have won the World Series.
Sports, and more sports.
They didn't give it any time to work out.
They were not on the same page.
18 years of heartache are over.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown!
Oh. Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time.
You're a man. Be a man.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
We're in the 8th inning. 1 on and nobody out for Laredo, and Brendan Lafferty will come in and be the 3rd pitcher of the night. Chris Kissock, 1+ inning. no hits, no runs, responsible for 1. No walks, 2 strikeouts, and he hits a batter. The pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 4520909. So Brendan Lafferty from California, a lefty, will face Sawyer Carroll. Lafferty, 26 years old, 6'4", 185. And Lafferty will make his 6th appearance, and that leads the team. Along with Chris Kissock, they both made their 6th here tonight. No record, no ERA. 5 innings for Lafferty. 1 hit, no runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Opposition batting 0-6-7 against them. Lefty, lefty, here we go. First pitch. Fastball right down the chute for a strike. Sawyer Carroll tonight is 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs to the right side and a fly out to left field. And Lafferty comes set. The 0-1. Breaking ball just missed outside. 1-1. 7,886 tonight. In attendance, 7,886. Those folks in the grass berm still sitting there. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Now, when you think about the configuration of the ballpark here, and when you go to a lot of other parks, Lincoln, Kansas City, just trying to think here. I believe Laredo, Grand Prairie, all with grass berms in the outfield. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Sawyer Carroll down on strikes. Yeah, there's 1 away. Strikeout number 1 for Brendan Lafferty and 5 in the game for Winnipeg pitching. Here's John Allen, the DH, and a right-handed batter. Not really any area for grass berm in the outfield here. For folks that don't know the ballpark, left field doesn't have a lot of space before you get to a road, a 2-way road, and then you get right to the banks of the Red River. Like, it's right there. So no room there. First pitch right down the chute for a strike. And out in right field, if you had a grass berm area, there is a compound where the Goldeyes have group outings to feed people, and you just cut right into that, and then that same road kind of curls back in behind there. So there's just not the room when they were configuring the ballpark to have a grass berm in the outfield. Pitches swung on and missed, 0-2. Took something off of that, did Lafferty. And Allen waving right through. 4-1 Winnipeg in front. We're the top of 8. 1 out, 1 on. Arthur holding on. Mojica over at first base, who was hit by a pitch. Fans trying to help out here. 0-2. Breaking ball, half a swing. Did he go? No, says Steve Linton over at first base. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Alan, you're a swinger.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, the fans are trying to help out. Lafferty, the lefty, will come set to his belt. Stare at Mojica, the pitch. Fastball swung on, bounced over the mound, back up the middle. Picked up by Sampson. Throws to second for 1. The fire from second to 1 in time. And Lyles got wiped out by Mojica, but they help each other up. Great turn by Lyles at second base. And it's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And the 8th is in the books for Laredo. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of 8. 4-1, Winnipeg leading on TSN 1290.
Introducing the new pizza burger from Boston Pizza. It's a burger wrapped in a pizza. Eat one for the cavemen who gnawed on woolly mammoth. For the knights who ate bread harder than a cannonball. For the peasants who only had gruel. For the Vikings, the Cowboys, and even the Romans. They would have loved our new pizza burger. Eat one in their honor. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. Available for a limited time.
It's 4:30 a.m. The city is fast asleep. Except for a few early risers. Working behind the scenes, getting things ready for the day. Picking up what's left behind. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Cal Tire, the tire and wheel experts, with the best selection of tires and wheels in the industry, and all at prices that can't be beat. In fact, if you find a lower advertised price, even from Costco, take it in and Cal Tire will match it or even beat it. Spring is the time to pay attention to your vehicle, so take it to the most knowledgeable in the industry. It's time to talk to Cal at any of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
We go to the bottom of 8. And the Goldeyes turn a nice 6-4-3 double play. Sampson to get there to flip to Lyles. And a great turn from second down to first. To turn 2. Jamison May is the new pitcher now for Laredo. Winnipeg leading 4-1. And Bradley Blanks is done. And he goes 1 1/3 innings. And he gives up a hit. No runs, no walks, a strikeout, and a hit batsman. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Here's Josh Mazzola to lead it off, and Josh tonight 2 for 2. An RBI, a run scored, and a walk. First pitch from May is in there for, wow, looked pretty close, but obviously called high to ball 1. And working quickly and waving and missing at the next pitch is Mazzola. It's 1-1. We're on the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. 1-2. Jamison May, a right-hander. From Colfax, Washington. 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. On a fastball, still a ball and 2 strikes. 6'4", 225. And he'll be 28 in October. The pitch is low. 2-2. Mazzola, Harther, and Smith, heart of the order. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball out towards short to his left, Mojica, and he kind of reached for it and went underneath his glove. And a big turn by Mazzola at first, and now he'll scamper back toward first. The throw goes there, and it gets into the dugout of the Laredo Lemurs, and Mazzola's going to get second base on that error. So they'll call it a hit for Mazzola. He's 3 for 3 tonight, and then it's going to go likely E6 on Mojica's throw to first base. And the batter is Casey Harther. And that was a tough play for Mojica. And actually the error will be E4. It was the second baseman. It was the second baseman that made the throw to first base on the relay from the center fielder, Sawyer Carroll. So E4 if you're scoring at home. And here's Casey Harther, first pitch, swung on and popped up. A mile-high center field, in comes Carroll, and the center fielder underneath it will make the catch, and there'll be one away. And staying put at second is Mazzola. And here's Tim Smith, who's had a really good night tonight. Final score, Chicago 4, Detroit 3 in the NHL. Game 7 Wednesday night in Chicago. NBA tonight. San Antonio leading the Memphis Grizzlies 44-38 at the half. Tony Parker 12 points for the Spurs. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Patrick Keating is getting loose in the bullpen down the left field line for Winnipeg. 4-1, the Goldeyes are in front. We're the bottom of 8, the 0-1. Swung on, chopper back of the middle, but right there is Mojica. He'll field that and throw to first base to get Smith for the second out. But Mazzola advances over to third, and the batter, Luis Allen. And a bit of a shift on for Smith, the left-handed batter. And Louis Allen tonight is 1 for 3. 4-1, the Goldeyes are in front. And that hit by Mazzola, by the way, was their 10th on the evening. So they get back to double digits for the first time since Friday night in Lincoln when they had 10 as well in a 5-1 victory over the Saltdogs. First pitch to El Cabong is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. Lazy fly ball. Gaston is there. He'll make the catch. And that's it for the Goldeyes in the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, a leadoff single, and error. I was going to say El Paso, but Laredo's made 2 of those, and Winnipeg will leave 1. We'll go to the 9th, and last chance coming up for Laredo. They'll send the heart of the order. Gaston, Peterson, and Sheridan. Hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up. When we come back, make sure you do. A 3-run lead for Winnipeg at 4-1 on TSN 1290.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, everyone in my family has a separate wireless plan. Is there an easier, less expensive way?
Sure is. Switch your family to Rogers for the Save Together discount. You get a $5 discount for each wireless device on your account.
We'd save a bundle.
And to be closer as a family.
And save a bundle.
And save a bundle. Switch your whole family and save up to $25 a month with Rogers Save Together discount on select plans. Conditions apply.
Start saving today with Rogers on the network with province-wide coverage.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler.
Turkey? Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Pick up a frozen Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast from your neighborhood Safeway store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmers cooperative. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit grannies.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI. I
love it, and we will succeed.
And the hits just keep on coming on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca.
We go to the 9th inning. Patrick Keating is in to try to lock this one down for Winnipeg. Leading by 3 are the Goldeyes at 4-1. Looking for their 9th win of the year, their first win at home, and looking to send Laredo down in defeat for the first time in 11 starts. And they're 3 outs away from doing that. Gaston, Peterson, Sheridan, heart of the order. Lafferty tonight, 1 inning, and he was perfect with a strikeout. And Keating becomes the 4th pitcher of the night for Winnipeg. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Here's John Gaston, 1 for 3 this evening. And Keating, a right-hander, will come set. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. For Keating, 6'2", 215, 25 years old, from Harrisburg, Illinois. Part of that Kansas City Royals connection here. 4 of them on the team on the active roster. 0-1. In there for a strike. Good fastball, and it's 0-2 to Gaston. Goldeyes 4 runs, 10 hits tonight on the Culligan in-game line score. 1-4-2 for Laredo. Keating comes set. The 0-2. Curve, swung on, and lined into the glove of Sampson. What a grab by Nate Sampson in short. To his right, leaping and coming down with it. An extraordinary catch. One down. Oh, that's flashing a little leather. And here's Brian Peterson. And Peterson will step in from the right-hand side. That is some tremendous defense right there. And Keating comes set. First pitch. Fastball swung on, bounced right side, rolled right up to Lyles. Second baseman up with it. Over to first, 2 away. And Mike Sheridan, the batter. Goldeyes are 1 out away from victory here tonight on opening night at home in 2013. And Sheridan will stand in from the left-hand side. His team trailing 4-1. He's the last hope. Fans trying to bring it home. Keating will come set. First pitch, curve in there for a strike. Sheridan tonight is 0 for 3. Struck out looking, bounced out, and flew out. 0-1. Keating to his chest. The 0-1. Curve again, a little high, 1-1. Sheridan on the year, batting .282, no homers and 4 driven in. Keating gets a little dirt on that throwing hand, looks in to get the sign from Luis Allen. Will come set. Allen sets up outside. 1-2. Swung on and a comebacker off the glove of Keating, out towards short, barehanded by Sampson. He'll have no chance to throw it to first base, and Sheridan will be aboard on an infield single. And the batter is Marcos Rodriguez, who is 0 for 3, and now they're going to pitch in. Excuse me, no, this is Harrison Kane. Got ahead of myself. And Harrison Kane will step up and in. He's 0 for 3 tonight, and a right-handed batter. Marcos Rodriguez is on deck. First pitch. Fastball is low, ball 1. Kane has bounced out twice to Amos Ramon at third and struck out tonight. So he's 0 for 3, hitting .167. The 1-0. Fastball's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And trying to help out again. 2 away, runner at first. 1-1. Fastball's in there for a strike. And Laredo tonight is down to their last strike. 1 strike away from tasting defeat for the first time here in 2013. 10 straight wins, though, to start. 1-2 to Kane. Keating comes set, the pitch. Curve. Swung on and fouls at the plate. We do it again. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The Goldeyes are in front. We're in the 9th. And time called. And Kane steps out. Darkness has settled in here on Winnipeg, Manitoba. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball's high. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Great crowd here tonight. 124 shy of 8,000. 2-2. Kerr swung on and missed, and he got him on strikes. And the Goldeyes are victorious on opening night at home in 2013. And Laredo has a great run, a 10-0 win here in southern Manitoba. For Laredo in the ninth, no runs, a hit, one left. The final score, Winnipeg 4, Laredo 1. Totals in the post-game show coming up next from downtown Winnipeg on the home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam. Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles into the bin.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of...
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, you can make even more memories. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you. Boston Pizza, Labatt, Manitoba, Boeing Canada, and Dairy Farmers of Manitoba.
The payoff pitch is a cold third strike on the outside corner.
Do you enjoy this independent league thing, though, just for the auspices that it's operated under, and there's no bonus babies, and the guys that are the best players and going the best play, and it's about winning, and it's not about development to get somebody to the big leagues?
Independent baseball is what's good about baseball. You know, this is the way the minor leagues should be in affiliated ball. Winning should be important. The best players should play. The best players should move. You know, I was in Detroit for 3 years as an instructor, and I just didn't agree with the way they do things. It's very political and how much money you got. And, you know, back when I played, it didn't matter whether you're a 50th round guy or a first round guy. If that guy was better, the better guy moves. And it sends a great message throughout your organization. And I would rather be a part of this here than be a part of that over there.
Do you see yourself being a part of this independent thing for the rest of your baseball career?
Absolutely. If this is it for me, it's it for me. I still have a passion, still love to be